Anthropologist lab is on the same floor. These hallways are creepy. Are they still the same? First 3 have no heads and in the middle 2. Still the same. I don't know. Nothing happened here either? These were empty wall scrolls. The fact that they pointed out that they were empty makes me think that at some point some shit's gonna happen here, maybe? Is this the anthropologist? Yeah, anthropologist now. Better watch your back. I always am. At least when around the statues. Wait, what the fuck? If I remember correctly, the gold leaf katana is from... Oh, but that could just be the sheath? Or is that actually the katana still? No, there's only a sheath. Yeah, it's just a sheath. Earlier, the katana was inside the sheath.
Okay.
Maki, the gold leaf katana definitely came from here. I'm certain of it.
That's true.
Does that make Kyo suspicious? This is his research lab after all. But like, to my knowledge, like every single ultimate lab is just open, right? It's always accessible for everyone. Which is why Maki was so protective of hers during the second chapter, right? Because if someone were to like walk into hers, they would find out her secret about being the ultimate assassin instead of the ultimate child giver. So that's why she was so protective of hers and constantly stayed in her ultimate lab. So despite this being Korikyo's lab, anyone can just walk in here and grab the sword. By the way, do you guys see the mask? I don't remember what the fuck it was called, but like the girl mask or the queen mask in Danganronpa 2, that particular girl character used it. I remember that.
No.
Not necessarily. Anyone could have come in, yeah, could have come in and taken it. Fair enough. Anyone could have done the same with my lab too. Gold leaf katana.
Oh?
What are you guys doing here? Ah, wonder. What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be helping with the seance? You look so disgusted right now. Then again, I guess that is your signature look.
Anyway,
I forgot to bring something we need for the seance, so I came to get it back.
Huh?
I came back to get it. Something for the seance?
Yeah.
That white sheet over there. White sheet? Oh, what the fuck? We brought the wooden dog statue in the cage already, but I guess we need that sheet too.
What is it?
I don't get it. Why do you guys need a cage, a wooden dog statue, and a white sheet? Hey, don't ask me. I don't know why we need that stuff either.
so that means...
That's why I figured I'd do a little research on the seance before I got the sheet. Study? I mean, didn't he say it was based on a book here somewhere? So, let's see. Kokichi took a look around and I heard it was like some old handmade book. Oh, is this it? Yep.
Yeah.
The one next to it? Yeah. Yep, it says Caged Dog Village right here on the cover. So this must be it. Let's see. What does it say about the Caged Child Seance? Kokichi flipped through the old book he picked up. Oh, is it this page? Damn, it's hard to read, but I can see the Caged Child is mentioned here.
Yeah.
Kyo's drawing the same magic circle as the one in this picture. The one there that has an opening? Okay. Okay, let's see. In order to perform the Caged Child, you need 5 people including the spirit medium, and a dark place with no lights.
If I remember correctly.
Just like Kyo said. First, draw the magic circle, pass down from the Caged Dog Village on the ground. In the center of the circle, the spirit medium must kneel, curl like a turtle, and rest their forehead on a stone on the ground. Stone? Afterward, the other 4 participants must put the iron cage over the spirit medium and cover it with a white sheet. This seems like such a fucky thing too. And finally, the god dog must be placed on top of the cage. So Korikyo is gonna be trapped.
I see.
He's gonna be caged with the dog god. I mean, dog god is such a word. It's so strange because if you reverse both words, it's exactly the same, right? Dog, god, dog. But yeah, if you put that on top, then he'll just be stuck there, right? Also, it says we can't step on the magic circle during the preparations. The god? The dog god? Do you mean the wooden dog statue?
Yeah.
When preparations are complete, turn on all the lights to create complete darkness. The seance will begin when the 4 participants are each standing at a corner of the room. The 4 participants, not including the spirit medium, will sing the Caged Child song. Oh, it's gonna be some creepy like, ah. As the song, or crushed? Yeah, I mean it could be that too, depending on how heavy the statue is. After the song, ask, is the caged child? Then say the name of the spirits. The spirit medium will reply in the voice of the summoned spirit, and that's all it says. What the fuck? My voice is dying, god damn it. That sounds complicated.
But
Complicated plans have a better chance of working out in the end, wouldn't you say? Whether it works or not, Kyo has been wanting to conduct the seance for a while. Since I was fortunate enough to obtain one of these copies, I've already memorized it. Yeah, I never thought I'd be able to lay eyes on the real one. What a trick of fate.
right?
Oh yeah, he said he memorized every word of it too. That's probably why he left the book here, because he can conduct the seance without it.
But
is it even possible? Contacting Anji's ghost? If you're so curious, why don't you join us, Shuichi?
Huh?
No, thank you.
Well, you know.
I'm out. You should see how it plays out with your own eyes.
See?
There's still time, you know. The seance hasn't even started yet. But it doesn't work with 6 people. It specifically says it needs 5, so... Sorry, even if I wanted to, but you know what? I actually did. I really wanted to join it. But god damn it, there's no place for me anymore. Sorry.
That's true.
Maybe it's better if you join it. Maki! What the fuck are you saying?
Huh?
You think so?
I don't understand.
Well, I'm not going. I don't believe in seances. Neither do I. But whether you believe or not, as a detective, you should be there to observe what happens. As a detective, huh?
Okay.
Yeah, I think you're right. Now you're talking.
All right.
Well, I'll be waiting for you. Of the 3 empty rooms, we're in the middle one. Kokichi spoke as though he was inviting me to go play, then left the room. The caged child has been added. God damn it, is there anything else? We already checked this, but... Katana should be here, but no, all is left is a sheath. The murder weapon was brought from his room, I'm certain of it. We'll check this too, I'm sure. Okay, Shabot is still here. Kyo said that he has read it so many times he can recite it by memory. I suppose he doesn't need it to perform the seance. This thing, we're just gonna check everything. How much time are you going to stream? Only an hour or 2? Till whenever we've reached the point at the end of the investigation and the beginning of the class trial. And then we'll do the entire next class trial next stream. It's packed with books and scrolls. They're all withered and old. No time to read now, though. Alright, I guess we just talk with Maki?
Hey,
You can deal with the seance. I don't want to deal with the seance! I'll head back to the crime scene to re-examine the clues. Do I really have to go there now? Fuck me, I don't want to go there. There has to be more than a ghost in the last 5 visual novels he's played. I don't get why the fuck they do that shit, man. Maybe it's a Japanese thing, but I don't like that shit at all. It doesn't speak to me in any way, shape, or form whatsoever. Where like the pee fetish bullshit. Nah, no thank you.
Hello.
I don't know about this. I don't know about this. So Kokichi tells me you wish to participate in the seance as well, Shuichi. You are most welcome to join us. Can it really be done with 6 people?
Oh.
Is what I would like to say. However, only 5, including a spiritual medium, may join. Exactly. So, you know what? I won't join. Thank you, though. Thanks for the offer.
Oh, man.
What a shame. Well, Kibo, you're out. No, Kokichi, don't kick him out. Me? Why me? I agree with Kokichi. I was thinking this for a while. What, Tinkle?
Listen up!
Robots and seances don't mix. They're like toothpaste and orange juice. Yeah, that's disgusting.
You see.
To be honest, I had the same thought. Your help was appreciated, Kibo. Aw, poor guy. Aw, just because he's a robot, huh?
Why you?
Based on the rules of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, you could use the power contained in one soul to create an explosion big enough to destroy half of Manhattan. Holy shit. Damn. That's some destructive power. Don't any of you feel guilty for kicking me out after forcing me to come? Yeah, they should. That's why we were apologizing.
Do not mock me!
No one's apologized yet.
Oh, man.
Fine, our bad. Just don't get mad and start shooting electromagnetic waves at us.
How rude!
Why would I do that?
Stop it.
Stop whining, Kibo. I want to start the seance as soon as possible. Fine, but I won't forget this betrayal, Shuichi. What? Why am I the one to blame for this? They invited me? They kicked you out? Is this not my fault? The fuck, dude? Kibo, what did I do? I don't know.
So then...
So now Shuichi has joined us. First, some warnings.
Do you understand?
Do not enter the magic circle that I've drawn on the floor. Yeah, I know how it goes. I read it. It is drawn with purifying salt, PJ salt, so it is easily disturbed when stepped on. You drew this magic circle with salt?
That's correct.
That reminds me of like there's like YouTube videos of art with salt, right? Those things are pretty impressive. I always use salt for magic circles. It makes seances more likely to succeed.
Well then.
Also, it's dark in here, so be sure to watch your step. Oh god, there's a lot of salt in the chat now. If the magic circle is broken, not only will the seance fail,
Terrifying.
but it may also unleash a curse.
Okay.
You got it. I'll be careful. I'm surprised you were able to draw this without even looking at the picture.
Do not worry.
I have the entire document memorized, so this magic circle should be perfect. Of course, I also have the CAGED Child's song memorized. You must do the same.
Do you understand?
Can I have like a sheet with the exactly? I just want, you know, just a piece of paper. I'll just be like you're singing in, I don't know, church or something. You have like the book open too, and you're just like singing the song with the lyrics. Thank you. I don't know it out of my head. I copied the words to the song down here. Please commit it to memory. I have to learn it right now? Everyone else has already memorized it. After all, you'll be unable to read in the darkness.
Huh?
We have to memorize the lyrics now? Right, shit. The room is gonna be completely pitch black.
Oh?
You're a detective, so I expect your memory to be up to task. Here is the melody. It's gonna sound creepy. I listened to Kiyo's song, or sing the song, and did my best to memorize the melody and lyrics. Oh man.
Okay.
Alright, I think I've got it now. Your memory is extraordinary. You are indeed the ultimate detective.
Well then.
Let us begin the ritual right away.
How exciting!
Yay, we get to see Anji! Yeah, I'm sure you're excited about that, Kokichi.
So then.
Before that, let's choose a spiritual medium. It would work best with a girl. Then I'll do it. I can't think of anyone but me that Anji's spirit should go in. Oh god. It's gonna enter her body? No, I'll do it. Because if you're the spirit medium, you won't be able to talk to Anji. That's true, actually. Himiko wanted to talk to Anji, right?
That's right!
You want to talk to Anji, right? Then I'll be the spirit medium. That way, you can say goodbye to her. Damn. This is how much Tenko cares about Himiko. That she's willing to let this, if this works, and if it's actually real, right? She's willing to let the spirit of the girl that she hated enter her body so that her friend can say goodbye to Anji. Wow. And after you finish saying your goodbyes, then you're all mine! Keep your chin up and live life facing forward. Survive with me and everyone else.
Please!
Please. Tenko.
By
the way...
Also, Himiko, let me say this one thing. Expressing your feelings is perfectly natural. You shouldn't feel ashamed at all. So if you feel like crying while you're talking to Anji, go ahead and cry your eyes out. You'll feel better when you do. I mean, you're already crying right now. I mean, laughing makes you feel better too.
Damn it!
And venting your anger onto something can really cheer you up. Don't start throwing around people here.
Yes!
Drain your heart by crying, laughing, and venting your anger, Himiko. I think you've trained too much. You're probably right. It seems like the two of them made up. That's good.
So then...
So now that we've decided on a spiritual medium, let us begin.
Yes!
Alright, Himiko. I'll see you later. So... Tenko's gonna go into the middle of the circle?
Now, I would like the spirit medium Tenko to sit within the center circle.
Oh man.
Please be sure to walk on the path, so as not to disturb the magic circle.
Make sure you watch your steps, it's so dark in here.
Next, you must be as a turtle within that circle.
How do you be a turtle? I like just curl up? What the fuck is you must be as a turtle?
Please rest your forehead upon this stone marker I've placed here.
Wait... Stone marker on your forehead. Could this be the cause of Anji's, like, forehead laceration? Like, imagine that, right? Imagine if she's gonna be in a similar position as Tenko right now. Curled up as like a turtle with her forehead on a rock. And then, whoever killed her, I don't know if it's Korikyo, but like, it stabs her in the back. That applies some pressure to your head, right? Therefore, your forehead is also pressed against the rock? Could that be the cause of like both a wound at her forehead as well as the stab in the neck? I feel like that could actually be the reason, right? But then that means that she was ever in a... That means that she allowed a seance to happen to her. Cause let's look at this, right? The circle is made out of salt, so that's something that you can easily remove. So let's say Anji was killed, or wanted to, for so, I don't know for what reason, right? But let's just say for whatever reason she decided to have a seance be performed on her by Korikyo, because he's the only one that could do that. Then he puts the circle with salt, right? So that's something that could easily be removed after the fact. And this, you can also just remove a stone, or you just use a different stone. You can even wash the stone to get rid of the blood that's on it, I suppose, right? So it's entirely possible that she just seen in a situation, turtle, head on a forehead on the stone, and a shot stabbed in the back of the head. I don't know. This is a possible way that I can see like why she has a forehead injury.
It's just a stone I brought from the courtyard. Are you sure it'll work?
Certainly. It is merely needed as a marker for her forehead to rest upon.
Like this?
Yep, that's perfect. Exactly like a turtle.
This may be uncomfortable, but please endure it until the seance is complete.
Yeah, don't worry, the seance only lasts 5 hours.
Whatever you do, you mustn't raise your head or change positions.
Piece of cake! I have 5-star flexibility!
Okay, good to know.
So then...
Starting now, the rest of us must go to work. There are many things left to be done.
Let's see.
First, we must place this iron cage atop of Tenko. I shall leave that to Shuichi and Kokichi. And please keep in mind, work carefully so as to not disturb the magic circle, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you can count on me. I may not look like it, but I'm actually super duper strong. No, I don't believe that. Alright, I'm gonna put the cage
I
on
shouldn't have
top.
lied. I'm way too weak for this kind of stuff.
See?
It's made of iron. No wonder it's heavy.
Hold on! Don't just drop it on top of me!
Then that's what we're supposed to do.
I know. It wouldn't be very funny if a body discovery announcement happened during this.
That's one thing I'm actually afraid of, that like somehow Tenko might die? during the seance?
Please don't jinx us!
I'm tired.
Alright, we did it.
So, next, we cover the basket with a white cloth, right?
I shall take that role.
Okay.
All right. Everything is prepared. Tenko, how are you doing?
This just sounds too good, you know, an opportunity for something to go terribly wrong.
Well, I can only see the floor from this position, but I think I'm fine.
The final step is to place the wooden statue of the dog god atop the cage. The four of us may need to do this together. The statue is quite heavy.
Is there enough room for all four of us without touching the salt? Look at Himiko's heel! That's over the fucking salt line, okay? Look at that! You can't see my mouse, and there's no mouse cursor in the game right now. Look at her left foot. Her left foot is clearly over there. I mean, it could be that she's like, you know, that she has the front of her foot on the floor and the bottom is just like, it's off the ground, so it's technically not touching the salt. That's possible, but it looks like it's on top of it. I don't know.
Even with 4 people, it's still really heavy.
Oh, holy crap, this weighs a ton!
No, it is not much more than 175 pounds.
Oh, just 175 pounds?
I'm totally wiped.
I could have used my magic to carry it easily, but seances and magic don't mix.
Yeah, you always have an excuse to not use your magic.
Are you sure it's okay to put something so heavy on top of the cage?
It'll be fine, don't worry, Tenko. What could go wrong?
The iron cage was made specifically for seances, so it can hold this weight.
Okay. I guess that's fine then.
Now, let us exit the magic circle. Take care to avoid disturbing it.
Nobody disturbed it, right?
So then...
This is the point of no return, Tenko. After this point, you mustn't speak. The next time you open your mouth, it will be Angie speaking through you.
Got it!
I will not say a word until the seance is over. Okay, everyone, I'll see you guys after the seance. See you, Tenko.
Well, then.
Bye-bye. The rest of us shall move to the corners of the room. Please go to one of your choosing. I'll take the one closest to the door, okay? I guess I'm the left one, bottom left. We each stood in a different corner.
Now we darken the room. Kokichi and Shuichi are closest to the candles.
I'm not looking forward to this.
Please blow out the candles. You should be able to follow the walls in the dark.
So go back to the corner of the room after it's dark. Okay, got it.
You needn't move, Himiko. There are many gaps in the floor near you.
Yeah, got it.
Once the room is dark, I will begin the song. Please sing along with me.
Yeah, I memorized every word, okay?
Then, I will call out to Angie. Until she replies, there must be silence.
After the seance is done, Shuichi and I are supposed to light the candles again, right?
Correct. I brought matches from the warehouse, so please use those.
Okie dokie, then I'll blow out the candle now.
I hate darkness. Oh god. I walked up to the closest candle and blew out the flame. Uh-oh. The room instantly fell into complete darkness. Pitch black darkness. So dark I couldn't even see my own body. Overcoming my instinctual fear of the dark, I moved along the wall back to my corner. Then began the singing. What does it sound like?
At last, at long last.
Kyo led us all in the caged child song.
Young guard dog and little lost girl, sealed within an iron cage.
It sounds so creepy. Fuck.
At mountain's bottom, within the darkness, at last, at long
Pay attention to Himiko. She's like a second late or half a second late every single time with what she sings.
How many will there be by dawn? Will
she sounds okay actually.
two or just one?
Isn't it just me? I felt like in the first two it sounded like she was half a second off. Unk! Uh-oh. What does that mean?
Will the guard dog
Did she get crushed?
run away, or did it eat the little girl?
Don't eat the little girl.
At last, at long last.
Okay. We finished singing the song, but I thought I heard an odd sound in the middle of it. What was that? Yeah, like a crashing sound.
Say,
It's the caged child, Anji Yonaga. He began calling. Now, if the medium answers,
say,
is the caged child Anji Yonaga? Nothing? What's going on? Something went wrong. Oh god.
say.
Is the caged child Anji Yonaga?
What's the matter?
What's wrong? Why won't Anji answer?
Hold on.
Himiko, I was very clear that you were not allowed to speak, yes? But something's weird. Why won't she answer? Maybe she just didn't pick up the call from like the afterlife. Maybe it failed?
Let's see.
Let's light the candles briefly. Some shit, weird shit. What? Is that okay?
Well,
Just for now. Confused, I walked along the wall back to the candle. Please don't tell me Himiko died too. I managed to strike a match and light the candle once again. I'm ready for some weird funky shit. There's blood underneath. I see blood underneath. What's going on? Did it really fail?
That cannot be.
That shouldn't be the case. The seance was perfect.
What?
Is Anji not coming? Is that still Tinko in there? I saw blood. I saw pink, purple, whatever the fuck color. Tinko?
I see, yes.
I told her that she mustn't speak until the spirit enters her. She follows orders well, but how about we let her out for now?
Hold on.
Wait, dark arts such as this need to be started and completed the same way. Those who remove objects from the magic circle must be the same who brought them in. If not, the spirit may stay in the medium's body.
Man.
Seeing as how this was a failure, I don't think any spirit is sticking around, but whatever. But look at that, you see like a little pink, right? Alright, let's remove. But the weird thing is, right, we heard a thunk. We heard like a or a crack. Wait! Is this new? You see like a loose floorboard at Kokichi's foot. Right? That just seems like a loose floorboard. I mean, remember the clue? At the very beginning, they did say that none of the floorboards were like spiked to the floor. They weren't nailed to the floor. They were just lying on the floor, loose, and just fitted next to each other, right? But there was always like an opening at the corner of each room. Oh man. So we got 2 kills now, 2 murders. Just like setting up, Kyo instructed us how to clean everything up. And we were careful to remove everything exactly in the order Kyo directed.
Now, I will remove the sheet.
Fuck. Oh god, there's blood there. Kyo pinched the fabric gently and pulled it aside.
Oh?
He's like, oh? Why is there blood? What the fuck?
Perhaps.
Something is amiss. Yeah, no fucking shit. Wait, is the cage split open in half? Himiko ran towards the cage at a sprint. Please don't break the... it's also already bullshit. Like, look. That floorboard is loose, covering part and breaking the circle. The fucking white sheet is also covering part of the salt, breaking the circle. Himiko, I told you not to step on the... And of course she's stepping on the salt right now too. But she wasn't listening. She jumped onto the cage, and...
Tenko!
Fueled by desperation, Himiko grabbed the cage, lifted it up, and... She... But what? There's blood in her mouth. What the fuck? It's like here. Another one. Fuck! Two! Two in one chapter?
Really?
Who would have thought there'd be another victim during the investigation? Maybe Monofani's green puke was predicting this tragedy. But you, if there's two murders in one chapter, you'd think they'd be linked, connected somehow, right? Maybe even the same murder somehow. Although, usually there's no motive to commit a second murder, right? Because one is enough to be considered the blackened, and then to be possible to escape, right? If you're not pointed out during the class trial. So it's strange that there's a second murder in the first place, but... Fuck. Oh, man. For fuck's sake, indeed. Maybe Monofani's green puke was predicting this tragedy. Now it's brown or golden?
Ah!
The puke's color is normal now. I guess it was predicting this.
For now.
Everyone, please assemble in the seance room. But there's a loose floorboard. You saw like a hole, a gap. Yeah. So what? Can someone from underneath kill her? But what is underneath that particular room? The second body discovery announcement played. It didn't take long for everyone to come running.
What?
Tenko? Seriously? What is this? How did this happen?
How this happened?
Tenko, Gonta's so sorry. Gonta no could protect you. Useless Gonta. Shuichi, explain the situation. It's not my fault. I didn't see shit. It was dark. I thought you were conducting a seance. What happened?
Well, that's...
I don't know. Well, what's happening?
What on earth?
I'm surprised too. I never thought a murder would happen during an investigation. That's actually true, right? The only other time when two people died during one chapter was Danganronpa 1, right? With the otaku dude, Hifumi? And both of those murders sort of happened around the same time. And we investigated both murders at the same time. This time, a murder happened during the investigation of the first murder. Oh, fuckity fuck. I guess for now, you should maybe start the investigation right away.
Say,
A second investigation. Before that, I would like to confirm something. The culprit who killed Angie may be a different culprit from the one who killed Tenko. Yes?
huh? If so...
What happens in the event there are two murders by two people? What if there are two blackened? That's true, that has never happened, right? What's gonna happen during the class trial with two blackened? Will we need to find them both at the class trial? And will they both escape?
That's right.
Now that you mention it, that's a good point. What would happen in that scenario? Yeah, this is a new scenario, this never happened before.
Yeah?
What would happen? Monodam, what would happen? What would happen? Well, guess what? Only Monokuma knows, and this is the perfect time for him to return.
Not that!
Why do you look lost too, Monodam? I thought you were gonna run things instead, like Daddy. I never expected something like this to happen. I don't know what to do, really, I don't know. Oh man, they're all disorganized. You were just screwing with them? I mean, that's good, Android. Keep screwing with them all. If you can't decide the class trial's objective, then we won't know what to investigate.
Father!
Father always knows what to do. We should ask him for help.
No way!
Have you already forgotten? Daddy's in no condition to help us. Are you back to normal, Monokuma? Nope. It's all our fault that Daddy ended up like that.
Yeah?
It's all your fault, Monofani.
Daddy!
Help! We don't know what to do on our own.
Ah!
We gotta use the power of love. That ought to snap him back to normal. That won't work. Father is just an empty shell now.
That's right.
That's not true. Anything is possible with the power of love. You don't understand that because you've never been loved before, Monodam. Wow. He's never felt the feeling of love because he's a robot. Is that what you're saying too?
Daddy!
I love you, so please go back to normal.
Father!
I want to see you, Father. I love you with all my heart. Is he gonna... Aw, you're making me blush. She's actually back? Yeah, of course. Wait, what? Two?
Here I am!
I'm back! Are you good whiles away? Oh, man.
Thank you so much, my adorable darling cubs!
Did he just lick his... the next one? He licked the hairless one, or the patch one. What the fuck?
With you running the academy, I was able to fully enjoy my relaxing vacation! Oh, that tickles! Father's intense love is getting me all soaked!
Oh god, it sounded so wrong. Oh my god. This is just bear love, okay? This is how bears show love towards each other. Licking them.
Your tongue feels amazing! This better not awaken anything in me.
Oh my god. Monopati, please no. That's the appropriate response. That's the appropriate response, okay?
No.
That innuendo, that was, holy shit, that goes too far, even for me. Holy shit. Man, that vacation was just what I needed. It's important to take time off to relax.
To tell you the truth,
Wait, you haven't even watched Danganronpa 1 and 2, Carrot? Oh shit, you've missed out, man. I really recommend watching all that. It's amazing. Or playing it yourself, of course. That'd be even better. Normally, most companies won't even let you take time off to go on vacation. But I was able to do it. The secret is to just leave whether you get permission or not. Wait, so then who's this Baldy then?
yeah?
Oh, just a part-time I got to cover for me while I was gone.
Hey!
Here's your pay, like we agreed on. Now take it and get out of here.
Why?
I thought you were supposed to be relaxed. Alright, he's gone. Bye-bye, part-time Monokuma. Now that that nuisance is out of the way, what were you guys talking about again?
Yeah?
Ah, that's right. What happens to your folks if there are two blackened candidates?
I'll answer that!
Well, I have an answer for that. It's first come, first served.
Huh?
First come, first served. So the second murder is completely irrelevant. Is that what you're saying? The second murder doesn't even matter because the first murder already happened? So, and they were first, so they get served first? Or does that mean we're gonna have two separate class trials for each one? First for the first murder, and if the blackened survives there, then everybody dies? And if it doesn't, then we'll have another second class trial for the second murder? Like that?
Hey,
The blackened who killed the first victim to be discovered will be your target.
in other words...
If the blackened who killed Anji isn't the same who killed Tenko, then only Anji's killer will be considered a blackened. Okay, yeah, okay. So the second one is irrelevant if the killer isn't the same. It doesn't count. You don't count as the blackened, basically, if you killed Himiko. Wow, okay. Basically, Tenko's killer wasted a kill, and Tenko herself was a waste of a victim.
Now then,
Oh, I'll add this to the school regulations so you can review it later.
go ahead!
A show called Who Done It Ruined Me? Wasn't that yeah, that's the part. That's always what he says, right? At the beginning of the class trial? Alright, he updated the Monokuma file.
Father!
Boy, everything is going so smoothly now that Father's running things again. Leaders gotta be able to take decisive action. Indecision is just the worst.
Daddy!
You're glowing. You're glowing like a lamp. You can get away with a kill if you do it during an investigation? I guess. I mean, you can look at the upside, right? You can actually just kill someone and not suffer the consequences of it by doing it during an investigation. That's actually a loophole, kinda, right? If you just hate this person but you want to kill them but don't want to reap the possible benefits of being the Blackened, then you just kill them during an investigation? But that's scarier though, because usually during the investigation, that felt like a safe period, right? It felt like, oh, somebody already died anyway, I guess I'm not dying until after the next class trial. But now that with this new rule, that makes you even worried and scared during the investigation. Fuck.
I'm satisfied with this.
Also, can I just say that if they just use modern DNA scanners, it'd be a lot easier. Yeah, but this is a controlled environment. They're all sort of taken and brought to this school. Everything that's placed inside of here is given to them with a purpose and all that stuff. So this is not just like oh, it's a real world, blah blah blah. Like Monokuma has everything that is in this place, in this school and all that stuff. He has it basically under control. So obviously he wouldn't just let them come to easy answers by providing them a DNA scanner or all that. It's kind of like he's sort of the person running the show to an extent. You have to think that to some degree he's also like in charge of what's happening, kind of. So yeah, I really recommend watching the first two. It'll give you a lot of insight to how this sort of works. Making it easier wouldn't be as entertaining. Yeah, exactly, and that's partially the goal of Monokuma too, right? For it to be entertaining, at least in the first one. And I'm pretty sure that this carried over even now until V3, right? But yeah, there's nothing better than being praised by my cute cubs. There's nothing better than spending time with my cute cubs. For as long as you live, I will never let any of you go, except the one that died earlier.
Hmm?
He just left us behind while he was saying he'd never let us go.
How nice!
That's why he's so amazing. Please lick me some more, Daddy. Oh God, why did I say those words? What funny.
So long. Farewell.
Would it also mean that nobody's actually dead since he's in control of everything? I mean, to some degree, that's a possibility. But in all the other ones, people did actually die. But the thought that like all of this could be fake is an idea on my mind because of the computer that we found in at the beginning of this chapter, right? Like it could be that we're actually right now in one of those worlds, a new world that is created by the computer, and that none of this is actually real. That's a possibility. So, to make sense of all that...
Listen closely.
If both murders have different culprits, then our vote will determine Angie's killer, yep.
Nope.
But we don't even know if there's a different culprit, do we?
Let's see.
True. We should investigate Tenko's death as well, just in case.
How exciting!
Finally, things are heating up! I'm getting so excited! Yeah, you love this shit, don't you, Kokichi?
Piece of shit!
You fucking psycho!
Shuichi!
This is bad. Yeah, no shit, dude. This is unquestionably bad. I can't believe Tenko was killed. Everyone's upset and confused, and I'm in no shape to help right now.
But you know...
So, this is where you need to step up. I've stepped up every single chapter, you lazy motherfucker.
Listen up.
Listen, Shuichi. The impossible is possible. All you gotta do is make it so. Wow. Inspiring words. I mean, it's true, literally, but
Alright.
easier said than done. Then let's check the Monokuma file first. Alright, what has changed here? The victim is Tenko Chabashira, the ultimate Aikido master. The body was found in the middle of the empty room on the 4th floor. The time of death is approximately 11 AM. The only visible injury is a stab wound to the back of the neck as well. See, okay, similar way cause of death. Similar cause of death as Anji, which makes me think that the seance also happened to Anji, right? A stab wound on the neck? The same as Anji's cause of death, but there's no sword. The katana isn't here right now or anything like that. I mean, you can obviously use another. I mean, oh! Remember? The thing is, like, it's completely pitch black dark. But remember what can happen, right? During the seance, remember, I think it was Maki said it? Maki said it, right? That this katana is the only suitable weapon that is long enough. Like, imagine, someone can technically kill, like, if you're stuck in that turtle position, right? In the cage, someone can walk up to you there and just stab, like, through the cage with the katana, right? That's probably the correct length to hit someone in the neck. I feel like that's how they were killed, right? Whoever the killer is, just use the katana to stab through the holes inside the cage, just right into their neck. But that would mean that they kind of have... The weird thing about this is that, at least in this case, we don't know if... It seems that Anji's been killed in the same manner, but at least in this Tenko's case, how does that person know exactly where to aim the sword or the katana to hit Anji, to hit Tenko's neck? Right? It's completely pitch black dark. Unless they somehow have night vision goggles, maybe. Oh shit. But okay, similar cause of death. Does she also have a laceration on her forehead? Because that would also be consistent then with the rock on the head, right? And then that would definitely make sense then that Anji... yeah, that would pretty much just make it obvious to me that they both died in the same manner. Anji and Tenko. It doesn't look like a coincidence. Maybe it's Anji's curse. Curse?
Jeez.
God, not again. Curse, dude, calm your fucking tits. Oh shit, dude.
Hey!
Whoa, he's going, hey, that's my Maki, okay?
What? Curse?
Kaito, calm down.
Dude.
No way there's a curse!
Why does it look like he has wings coming out of his eye? I know that's supposed to be tears, but it looks like a wing.
Don't screw around!
You're the one who's screwing around. Do you want to die?
Uh-oh. She said it to him too. Slam. A dull sound reverberated through the room. Did they leave? Or... Oh, he got slapped. Oh, there's a little blood coming out of his mouth.
Are you okay?
Kaito?
My bad.
Damn, he's just bleeding a lot out of his mouth. My bad, Shuichi. I'm starting to feel bad, but for a different reason. I'm gonna go get some fresh air, so I'll leave this to you and Maki roll. Third death. Imagine if that was actually the third death now. Fuck. Kaito left the room, still a bit wobbly. Should we resume the investigation? Time is of the essence.
That's correct.
We haven't time to mourn Tenko's death, as our own lives are at risk.
This is...
That's true, but Anji and then Tenko. And to think, earlier, I was suspicious of Tenko. I'm sorry, Tenko.
How can this be?
It all Gonta fault. Gonta failed to protect friends again. Tenko's death caught us all off guard. Everyone is panicking. I have to keep it together. I have to work harder. Because I'm a detective. Shit, a second investigation? Oh god. It's too dark in here. We can't investigate even if we wanted to.
Got it.
Going to bring candles from other room to make this room bright, okay?
No.
That won't be necessary.
Ah,
Yeah, that's not necessary at all. Let me guess. Miu gave Kibo's body an upgrade with like a flashlight or something out of his left nipple. Something like that.
Huh?
Huh? Why?
listen up!
Show him, Kibo! Show him your new power! New power? It's just a flashlight, isn't it? Oh, out of his eyes? Holy shit! That looks like... What's the move in Dragon Ball Z? Where you do like the flash thingy, right? Doesn't Krillin do that? Or like the blah... Or Yamcha. The flash thingy.
I, Miu Iruma, the gorgeous girl genius, have installed a new function in Kibo.
Just leave it to me. I will become the guiding light that shines on you all.
Cool. A fancy flashlight.
Shine on, shine on! Shine shine on, you crazy fucking diamond!
Alright, he's lighting up the room.
Oh, man.
What a lame function. You should have made him like a transformer or something. Hell yeah, imagine him like as a car. We could just fucking drive around in Kibo.
It's okay.
You need to go? It's 4 AM, you need to wake up at 8. Holy shit, dude, go to sleep, my dude. Holy fuck, 4 hours of sleep? Good luck, man. Go to bed right now. Have a good night. Good luck tomorrow. Damn, that means it's 3 AM here right now. And we're only... Is this investigation still long? God damn. But I'm gonna finish this investigation at least still. But it's bright now, so we should hurry and investigate. I don't think there's too much investigation gonna be in this one, because it's fairly similar to the Anji murder, it seems. Yeah, you're right. Kibo's flashlight function has been added to the truth bullet. Is that really truth bullet worthy? Yeah, because this is one of those things that's right, okay, it's something new, it's noteworthy, but like, if it was used during at least Tenko's murder, everyone would fucking notice, right? But okay, I guess it's added. Oh my god, where are we going? Kibo first.
Leave it to me.
I will become the guiding light that shines on you all. Okay. Ah, Himiko must be really sad. Ah, this is even worse for Himiko, right? Both of the people that she felt close with are now dead, right? First Anji, and now Tenko. So I'm gonna throw my 2 cents. Korikiyo was the one who set up the seance, right? Yeah, Korikiyo, yeah. He would know where to stab to hit the neck, but then again, if it was the same with Anji, there needs to be 4 people for a seance, so there would be 4 people involved. That's my thought. Yeah. That's a good point. There needs to be 4 people involved to start a seance in the first place. But another thing that could have happened is that somebody beforehand knew. I mean, Korikiyo said that he wanted to do the seance, right? I'm not sure who knew about it though, but I think he sort of publicly mentioned that he wanted to perform the seance. And knowing how to perform the seance is public, sort of public information, right? In the sense that it's in the book in his own anthropologist lab. So technically, if someone predicted ahead of time, okay, at some point he is going to perform a seance and he is going to mimic / simulate the first murder of Anji to make it look exactly like a murder the second time, you know? So the first one wasn't actually during a seance, it's just made to look like it happened during a seance because it looks, the wounds, the stab wounds and the forehead wound are exactly the same as it now happened in the second one. But that requires an incredible amount of foresight. That you both predicted that the seance was gonna happen at some point, soon. And you would have then entered the lab to read how the seance would work. Envision it in your mind, how it would all work, how you would set up like, that the wounds would be kind of similar and all that stuff. Like, I can kind of see how that would, right? Did you just make it look like Anji's murder was also like a seance? And then but then it doesn't require the 4 people and all that, right? I think that's actually what happened. That would make the most sense to me. Anji tried to do it with the wax statues. Holy shit. I mean, the wax statue could... I mean, they are set up in such a way, but does a fucking wax statue actually seriously count? Do wax statues actually seriously count as people? I mean, it's possible that, let's say, if Korikiyo is indeed the murderer, or someone else that mimicked the seance, they just used the 4 people as a substitute, the 4 wax effigies as a substitute. That's possible, but it was upside down, and the tape made me think that she was hanging upside down on the ceiling as well. Ah, fuck, I don't know. Holy shit. I feel like it's both. Both of these could be possible. That there are actually both were like actual seances, and both the deaths happened during the seances, both of them, or that only one of them is made to look like a seance, and the second one actually did happen during the seance. But that would also, if it was fake, if the first one is fake to make it look like the second murder is similar, that seems to heavily point towards the same blackened, right? The same killer. I think, yeah, that seems to make the most sense to me. I don't know. I feel like both are possible, but like, god damn.
Hey!
Himiko! Hey, Himiko! Be strong, Himiko!
Wait!
And only one person really knew what a seance was, but this is the like, yeah, okay, Korikiyo is the only one that knows what a seance is and how to like technically perform it, but technically everybody here can find out how the seance work, right? Because all they just, like, similarly, Kokichi. Remember, Kokichi read the book, he read how the seance was going to be performed. Anybody could literally just do that, and could have done that before. So, even though, yeah, Korikiyo is the one that really knows about seance, everybody has the opportunity to read up how to perform the seance themselves. You feel bad for Scott? Yeah, I talked to him a bit on Twitter. Really sucks for him. There's just nothing I can do. I said maybe like, I tweeted him maybe he can like appeal it, and then if the appeal, there's a low chance of that ever being revoked, but it's a chance at least, so it's something he should try. And maybe that could like, but usually that takes longer than 2 weeks, so that doesn't even help resolve or make him be able to upload earlier than 14 days from now. I don't know, sucks. Yeah. But let us continue with this. If you shake Himiko that much, she's going to break.
What?
But she not talking. It's like Himiko not even here.
Like I thought.
She must have been really shocked over Tenko. Let's leave her be for now. Okay. Himiko. God damn. Poor Himiko. Alright, I don't think there's any purpose in like talking to anybody here. Should we... let's do the candles first, although there's probably nothing. Candles hung over the walls are the only source of light in the room. There are no windows in this room, so without the candles it was pitch black. But how did the culprit kill Tenko in complete darkness? Yeah, how did they do that? Alright, dog statue. Community strike is different than normal strike. There are two different strikes. You can have copyright strikes or community strikes. Community strikes are due to breaking the YouTube, not terms of service, but like, you know, the community guidelines. You can get 3 strikes from that. If you get 3 strikes from that, your channel's gone. But similarly on the copyright strikes, it's also, you can get, if you get 3 there, your channel gets shut down. But it's basically, you can have strikes for different reasons. Copyright strikes would be if you use copyrighted material and whoever owns the original material, you know, they struck down that particular video because they thought like, oh, you used my content, you didn't use it fairly, not transformative, therefore copyright strike. So, but Scott's is, I'm pretty sure his strikes are community strikes. But yeah, I told him to be careful, like what I did after I got my strike, to just went back retroactively, did with all the scenes that have videos that have age scenes in it, I age restricted them, at least the older videos, so there's a lesser chance of them being like reported and then also reviewed by YouTube, and then you get a strike from that, because it happens with older videos, and it's happened with me too, with every time with an older video. So I think he did that, or he said he was gonna do that, and to just be more careful, and at least be careful until the first strike is gone, because the community strike goes away after 3 months, but he got 2 within 3 months, which is why the first punishment for getting your first strike is you can't live stream on your YouTube channel. Second is you can't upload for 2 weeks. Third is your channel's gone. So yeah, I just told him to be careful after the 2 weeks, and then to make sure he doesn't get a third one, so that his channel won't disappear. That's the main thing he needs to worry about. Just play it safe until the first strike gets gone, and then after that, like, yeah, okay, if he gets another strike then he'll again won't be able to upload for 2 weeks, but at least his channel isn't gone. But I don't think he's gonna get another strike if he sort of is more careful in the future, as well as age restricts the older videos. But it's just weird. It could always happen. That's part of, unfortunately, the fear of YouTube's vague community guidelines. They're not clear on exactly what's allowed and what's not. Does he have a backup channel? I told him sort of what he could do. Either he can just stream a lot more, pre-record a shit ton in advance, and then mass upload once he gets the 2 weeks again, right? Or just make a second channel and temporarily upload there. Those are sort of suggestions I gave him, but I don't know which one he's gonna do. He's primarily, I think he just sort of said he's just gonna take a sort of, consider this a small YouTube break and YouTube vacation, and stream more in the meantime. But yeah, this unfortunately also doesn't mean any more Ascendant Hearts until then. I think I told him that, like, we can just make, we can either pre-record a lot and then upload after that, or we can upload the next video on my channel, and then he can sort of tell people, like, hey, this happened to my channel. So, like, we have some overlap in subscribers, right? So he can tell sort of the same viewers that watch my channel and his at the same time. He can sort of let them know, because he can't upload a video on his channel right now to even tell people that, like, hey, I can't upload for 2 weeks. He only told people on Twitter, and, you know, not everybody follows everyone on Twitter, or at least not, there's only a small percentage of YouTube subscribers that always follow you on Twitter and such, so obviously a large percentage of people are unaware of what's probably happening to him right now. So yeah, it's just, I don't know, it just, there's I told him that, just like, if we want to do the next video on my channel, he can tell people, and then he can do just the next 2 on his, something like that. I don't know, but it's all up to him what he wants to do. I don't mind either way. Oh, now both are talking about YouTube? Oh. I mean, yeah, because well, someone brought it up, but yeah, we should kind of continue, because I feel like we're getting close to the end of the investigation part. Can't he do a message thingy? I think he can do that, yeah. I think. I've never used that myself. But yeah, that's actually true. He could use that particular thing, I think. I don't think that's like uploading. Why is there text on the fucking wall? I only noticed that just now. Alright, let's go back to the game. It's a wooden dog statue used in a seance. It's called the Dog God. During the seance, this wooden statue was on top of the cage. My mouth is so dry right now. It took 4 of us to remove it. This wooden statue is pretty heavy, yeah. That kind of rules out the possibility of someone during the pitch black darkness to then suddenly remove the statue and all that, right? It removes that.
If I remember correctly.
Hio said it was about 175 pounds. That's about the weight of 2 girls. The only possible person who could maybe lift that is Gonta, right?
What?
Not saying it's him, but if that did happen, the only possible person who could do it is Gonta. What do you know about girls? Have you ever touched a woman besides your mother? Wow! Wow! Ruthless, Maki, damn. What?
I'm kidding.
Damn. Savage sense of humor.
Is this...
If this heavy thing was on top of the cage, then Tenko wouldn't have been able to get out easily.
Okay.
You're right about that. It didn't sound like you were kidding earlier. Dog statue. Is there... We can't even look... Did you guys saw that, right? There's like some weird numbers on the wall there. Like red numbers or something? White cloth. It's the white sheet we used for the seance. This was placed on top of the cage. Hio was the one who removed it. Is there like a hole?
Is this...
this cloth is pretty thick. It's similar to a window curtain, but it's completely opaque. And on the back, look, there's a blood stain on it. It's right around the middle of the sheet. So if there's a blood sheet, that means that it's splattered, right? It's sort of splattered like this. It must splatter like this in order to get on the sheet that's on top anyway. That's one of the few good things actually about using a face cam when doing this, right? I can sort of like mimic out what I sort of mean, because usually with my explanations I'm like sort of making hand gestures too, but they never really get across if I'm not good at. This makes my explanations easier, a bit easier at least. It helps give a visualization of it, I guess, right? But yeah, it's just like chalk and then blah, it just splattered, and that's how we got on the cloth, I guess.
But
no hole in the fabric. That's a weird one. Because my idea was, right, that it was poked through with the katana to cause the stab wound in the neck. But what this speaks of is that she wasn't killed from the outside, but it actually happened on the inside right then, right? Because the fabric can't both be removed? I mean, maybe you can from like an angle under, like maybe you remove parts of the under and you stab like that, like right here in the neck, and stab here, and then it splashes up? That's possible, but it seems unlikely. I think what they're trying to say is that, especially because there's a loose floorboard underneath, that somehow whoever did this came out from underneath them, went inside that cage, and then stabbed them in the neck. Right? That's what it seems like to me. Which means Tenko wasn't stabbed through this cloth.
Okay.
She was stabbed well underneath the cloth. White sheet, yep. God damn. Ruined magic circle. It's a magic circle Kyo drew on the floor. Well, at least it was.
oh dear.
It's been completely stomped over. I suppose it was unavoidable.
Well,
this was drawn with salt?
Yes.
Whenever I perform a seance, I always use salt.
what?
Are you feeling alright? You sound ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
I have performed many successful seances. Why, I even had spirits enter my body.
Right already.
Shut up, I don't want to hear about your stupid delusions. Maki really doesn't beat around the bush. It's kind of refreshing, actually.
But
in any case, with all these footprints, I can't make out the original circle.
So what?
We'll find it out in Kyo's lab. It should be written in the Caged Dog Village documents.
Hey.
Isn't that right, Kyo? He seems depressed. I suppose that makes sense. I think the reason he's depressed because, like, this kind of either makes him look guilty, or he's just upset at the fact that a seance that he performed failed, and a seance that he performed, this happened during that. You bet on Kyo? I mean, it seems sort of like the easiest target, but like, I don't know. When it comes to Danganronpa, it's not really the easiest. I don't know. But yeah, I really don't know. I'm not gonna make much guesses before any of this, before the actual class trial. Or at least until, maybe like right before. I think I always did that, right? Like, right before the class trial, I'll just sort of say like what I guess it is, according to like all the information we had then, but we don't have all the information yet. So let's keep digging. He seems depressed, I suppose that makes sense. And a magic circle Kyo drew. Tenko's body. Iron cage, yeah, there's blood on the cage, that makes sense. This is the cage used in the seance.
Is this?
It looks to be around 3 feet high and 5 feet wide. It's a pretty large iron cage. Is it large enough for someone else to, like, she's hurled up in a turtle mode, right? Turtle position. Is it large enough for someone to actually be in there too?
Okay.
Maybe just a small person? Big enough for a person to fit inside, right? Because the idea is that while Tenko is inside there too, somehow someone from underneath came inside too and stabbed her in the neck. During the seance, Koikichi and I covered Tenko with the cage. We were supposed to remove it as well. But it was Himiko who rushed in to remove the cage first.
Hey.
Look at this. You have blood on top. A blood stain on the bottom of the cage. Probably Tenko's blood, yeah?
That's true.
I imagine so. This splatter must have been made when she was killed.
What do you mean?
Which means Tenko was killed while she was inside the cage.
Okay.
I mean, of course, she wasn't... You'd think so, right? Like, she was alive inside the cage, lights off, when we found her still inside the cage and then dead. You'd think it all happened in the cage? Unless somehow she was taken outside of the cage, killed, and then put back inside the cage? That doesn't make any fucking sense. I think you're right. Tenko went under the cage before the seance. But like that floorboard, right? That floorboard is such a huge clue. But when the cage was lifted after the seance, she was already dead.
Then...
if she was stabbed right when the cage was lifted, that would explain this bloodstain, right?
Huh?
Wait, right as the cage was lifted? Perhaps she wasn't killed during the seance, but the exact moment the cage was lifted. Oh shit! Like a contrast, that it's sort of set up in such a way that the moment it's... What? That is a possibility. That sounds crazy, but that doesn't require someone to be inside though. But then how would you set that up? What? Okay. Fuck. Marker stone. There's a rock next to Tenko's body. This must be... Please search your forehead upon the stone marker I placed here. It's just a stone I brought to the courtyard. Are you sure it'll work? Then there wouldn't be blood on cloth. It depends. Like... It depends. Like if somehow it was set up in such a way that like something is attached to something, and the moment it's like removed, it just like shoots, and then shoots in her neck. For example. But then, I don't know, we don't see a murder weapon either, right? Or something, the thing that stabbed her in the neck. Yeah, I don't know. This is a really tricky one, as most are in Danganronpa. It's just a stone I brought from the courtyard. Are you sure it'll work? Certainly. It is merely needed as a marker for her forehead to rest upon. Like this? Yep, like that. Tenko had her forehead on this rock, hunched over. She had to make herself small to fit inside the cage. Small so that someone else could fit inside, maybe? Marker stone. Look at floorboard. Ah, this floorboard is loose. And it's the one right under Tenko.
Why?
Why is this floorboard loose?
If I remember correctly...
It wasn't like this before. It must have come loose during the seance.
Why?
Why would it come loose during the seance?
But...
a floorboard this thick and heavy wouldn't have come loose easily. Then, someone must have loosened it on purpose. Loose floorboard. Let's see. One thing I really want to know is she has a wound on her forehead. Tenko's dead body. She took her last breath, crouched over like this. According to the Monokuma file, her only injury is a stab wound to her neck. Wow, so no laceration on her forehead. Okay, so that is a difference. That is actually a difference between Anji and Anji and Tenko, which makes me feel that like the first one is even more like a setup. The first one is made to look like the murder happened in a similar way as it did with Tenko, and I think that person maybe assumed that they were going to be hit in the head as well with the rock at the head. That's why they created the laceration on Anji's forehead. Well, in reality, that didn't happen with Tenko. Because if you're going to fake, because everything you have to imagine, right? You have to imagine how the murder would go, right? It's something that you expect to happen in the future. You don't know how it's going to work out in reality. You can only sort of, in your mind, try to figure out how it would go. But usually it always works out a bit different in reality, right? You can't think of every single little detail aspect that would possibly change things. So I think that person actually assumed that like the force of being hit in the neck was harder, that like it would actually cause a laceration on the forehead because the rock is there. And that seems to just have been a miscalculation in a sense, maybe. I don't know. Hey, Jocko Smith, what's up, man? We're very busy with the investigation right now of a murder. According to Monokuma file, yeah, okay, only in the neck. This wound was fatal. This must have caused instant death. I didn't hear a scream during the seance. That's true, but as weird as it may sound, right? If you experience pain, of course you would scream or something, right? But Tenko was told to not make a sound, to not say or make a sound at all during the seance. And maybe she just took that literally. Maybe she felt the pain and just thought like, that's part of Anji somehow entering my body, maybe? So I'll endure the pain and not make a sound? And not scream? It's possible. Oh, wait. Understood. I will not say a word until the seance is over. Yeah, I feel like she took that to heart. Like, regardless of what she felt or what she did, she just like, alright, I'm not gonna say a word, Chuck. I'm not gonna say a word. Would Tenko really keep her mouth shut despite the pain?
Nope.
Her death might have not have been instant, but she couldn't have gone far before she bled out.
Huh?
What do you mean?
What's the point?
You were concerned about that, right?
Okay.
With a wound this deep, the victim is too shocked to do anything except die. You're speaking from experience?
That's obvious.
What type of wood is this statue made of? Do we know? Don't think so? Nope. Of course, quick deaths are my specialty. Well then, that makes sense.
By the way,
the real question is, what was she killed with? I don't see a murder weapon around. That is the tricky part. There is no murder weapon here. Or at least we don't see one. We don't find one. You're right. I don't see an obvious murder weapon. That could be a clue. Tenko's last moments. Anything else? Tenko's body. Oh, this one! Hole in the corner! Right. There's a small opening in the corner of the room. That was with every single one of the rooms. It doesn't look big enough for a person to get through. But...
is this...
oh? Looks like there's space under here too. Ah, so someone could have come from underneath it. Oh, hold on. I can see something below. It looks like something dropped down there. Oh, did they throw the weapon there? What? Something dropped down there?
Got a minute?
After we check everywhere else, why don't we go under the floor and see for yourself?
Okay.
Right, let's do it. Did they dump the murder weapon in there? Are we missing something? Hole in the core, iron cage, this, that. Are we missing anything? I don't think so, right? Tenko's body. Forward, the rock. We can't talk with the characters. So I don't think so. Is there anything else we're missing? We did the dog, we did the sheet, we did the salt. Do we talk with Korikyo?
That cannot be.
Why? Why did this?
I knew it.
Kyo, I know the murder was pretty shocking.
But of course.
I am shocked about it as well, but why did the seance fail? See, he's not concerned about like, oh yeah, she died, whatever. Why did the seance fail? That's what he's concerned about. We performed all of the steps flawlessly. He seems more concerned by that than the murder.
Ah, yes.
If we perform the caged child again and summon Tenko's spirit, no, Korikyo. Cut the crap. Just tell me what happened during the seance. Both you and Shuichi were present, right? Did she get killed during the seance? We don't know. It was fucking pitch black dark.
I see, yes.
True. It may be best to move past what happened to know why the seance failed.
Is that so?
Whatever, just hurry up. At the time, in order to begin the seance, we had Tenko, the spiritual medium, position herself as a turtle within the magic circle, so her head touched the marker stone. Then Shuichi and Kokichi placed the cage over Tenko. And after that, I placed the white cloth over the cage. And then all 4 of us placed the wooden statue of the dog god atop the cage. Afterwards, we stood in the 4 corners of the room. Kokichi and Shuichi blew out the candles.
Yes.
Finally, we sang the cage child song. The seance should have been complete, but there was this weird sound right in the middle of it though. I don't know exactly, it was like a wood cracking sound or something like that.
Ah!
Now that you mention it, I remember hearing a strange sound during the song. Yep. That sounds like something falling over though, like wood falling over? Or like bowling pins. That sounded more like bowling pins being knocked over. It is a mystery to me as well. I thought someone may have tripped, perhaps. Based on your calculations with Oak, the thing should weigh about 119.52 kilograms. Based on when he said the weight of 2 girls, so I took my volume of an average human times 2 and went from there. There you're going real deep, Carrot. How much does this statue weigh? It was about 175 pounds. That's the weight of this statue. That was pretty loud sound for someone tripping. Perhaps Kyo knows something.
What do you mean?
And then what happened?
Yes.
We called out to her, but no reply came. I had Shuichi and Kokichi relight the candles. But the thing is, right? Remember what the theory... Who said it? I don't know who said it, but there was an idea that she died while the cloth was removed. But that's not true, right? Because we saw the blood. We saw the blood already the moment the lights were turned on. We saw like a little blood from coming down from underneath the cloth in the cage. And then we removed all the items from within the magic circle in the opposite order. First, all 4 of us removed the dog statue. Next, I took off the white cloth. And then Himiko ran over to the cage in the moment she lifted it. It wasn't the moment of that. Like, couldn't they see through it? You can see through like the holes of the cage. And it sounds like Tenko was definitely killed during the seance.
No.
But would it not be difficult in such darkness? Besides, she was inside the cage, yes? Then when was she killed?
Well, that's
the problem.
I see, yes.
There is another problem.
how.
And that is, why ever did the seance fail? I simply cannot figure it out.
Perhaps.
Maybe someone moved from that corner. Did someone else sneak in here? Maybe that? I'm guessing the second, right? Someone went inside to kill her?
What's the point?
Obviously, since the seance was clearly a sham, Maki never was one to pull her punches. Alright, sound during seance.
Hey!
Maki, we finished investigating up here. Perhaps we should check under the
By
floor?
the way,
It seems pretty dark down there. What should we use for light? Kibo!
That's true.
Let's bring a candle. With Kibo's light from up here, it should be fine.
okay.
Then I'll go get a candle. Remove that floorboard so we can go down.
Okay.
Got it. I pulled off some of the floorboard near the hole and took the candle from Maki. Then, we carefully made our way through the hole and under the floor. This is a lot more spacious than I thought. You can move pretty easily on all fours. I really feel like this is actually someone just... Remember that I say that someone just made it look like the first murder... The first murder was made to look like it happened during the seance? Anji's murder? I really feel like that's actually pretty close to the truth. Cause... like, if someone else was here, right? If someone expected a second murder to happen, or wanted to kill another person maybe, for whatever reason, to make it look like the first was also a seance, right? It could be that it's the same murderer that killed both people, and just because, to try to trick people, right? To try to trick, like, hey, the first is exactly like the second, but to make it look like it wasn't, to make it look like it was, when in reality it isn't. right? To just confuse people as much as possible so they won't be recognized as the Blackened. And that means that whoever that is must have hidden under the floorboards here, knowing that the seance was going to happen here, that they must have gone under the floors here before they were all setting the seance even up, right? They must have been under the floors here just waiting.
Okay.
Let's look around for clues.
Well...
I'd look pretty stupid if we found no clues after crawling around in such a dusty space.
Okay.
Yeah. An axe? A sickle? Ah, you can kind of like stab. You can go. Okay, you can. Can you do that? Like maybe just only lift your arm up through the hole, and then just like stab them with the sickle because the sickle naturally curves, right? This one like chuck. So you only have to move your arm up. You don't have to put your body in it, right? That's why there's only one floorboard move. You open up one floorboard, lift your hand up through it with the sickle holding, and then just chuck. Just chuck, stab them with the sickle like that. That seems very likely. Bloody sickle. There's a sickle here, and there's blood all over it.
Okay.
The blood on the sickle is fresh. This is it. This is the murder weapon.
Is this...
This came from my research lab. Uh-oh.
Huh?
It did?
Well...
A sickle can be used to assassinate a target, as we can see right here, right? It's perfectly demonstrated right here. It can be thrown without losing any lethality. And you can hide it under your clothes too.
Well...
If she was attacked with this, she wouldn't stand a chance. The blade is about 6 inches.
That's right.
And since Tenko wasn't in a cage, she wouldn't have been able to defend herself.
But
even if this is our murder weapon, how did the culprit attack Tenko in the cage? Come on, easy, just stick your hand through, chuck. The blade could fit through the gaps in the cage, but could it reach her neck?
That's true.
The cage is 3 feet high. If you were to stab into it with a 6-inch blade, well, it would depend on Tenko's posture, but I don't think it's possible. One thing I actually, remember I said that maybe a person was actually hiding in here, but it's also entirely perfectly possible that one of the killers is one of the 5 people that are present during the seance, and during the singing, and like when everything is pitch black, they just opened up the floorboards, went down, grabbed the sickle, and then stabbed, killed her, and then they're all still singing, and then they go back upstairs again, go back to the corner wherever they're standing, and just like when the lights go on again, like, oh wait, what the fuck happened? She died. I mean, it's obviously possible that someone could do that all while in the darkness and singing and all that. So maybe our preference of possible culprits should go to anyone that was present during the seance. Oh man. Well, it would depend on Tenko's posture, but I don't think it's impossible. Then her posture is the question.
Hey.
This makes perfect sense. Hey, if the weapon's down here, the culprit must have thrown it away, right?
That's true.
Perhaps after killing Tenko, the culprit threw the sickle on the floor in the dark. I don't know. I feel like if you move down here, right, to kill, and you go back up, like, you're not gonna leave the room. There's literally no other place to hide the sickle but under here, right? You just gotta leave it behind here. There's no other choice. Or they could have been under the floor the entire time. Either of those is possible. I thought of that too. But I'm leaning more towards the other one now, where it's actually one of the people that was here. Cause where does that other person go, right? Like if someone was hiding under here the entire time, when did they appear? They should have stayed under here the entire time. Unless there's another way to actually leave here. It's not the floorboard. I mean, maybe. We need to check. Remember, every floor, every room, there are 3 rooms. Every room has those loose floorboards. So could it be that like the bottom, the open area of all 3 are connected? Then you could, as someone that's not inside the seance, right? Not participating in the seance, go in, let's say, the 1st or 3rd room, open up the floorboards there, go underneath, kill, and then leave through either one of the floorboards in room 1 or 2 or 3, right? I feel like we need to check that out if we can. If the under open space is connected between all 3 rooms. I feel like that has to be it. Why else are there like 3 rooms, right? I feel like that's it. Or it could have been on the floor, that's possible. Sickle under the floor has been added. Alright. Alright, blood stain. Dripping blood from the gaps in the floorboards. Fresh blood. This is definitely Tenko's. Huh. So this is blood stain, this is fresh blood, and this is dry blood? This means dry blood is old blood. There's a blood stain on the ground, underneath the loose floorboard. But that's pretty far from where Tenko's blood is dripping down. It's under the same floorboard, just at different ends. Why is there blood here?
Hey.
Hey, the back of this floorboard has blood on it too.
Ah!
You're right. There's a little bit of blood on the underside of this floorboard. What the fuck? Could the floorboard be flipped?
What do you mean?
Did Tenko's blood splatter here when she got killed? No, because then it would still be wet.
That's true.
This is dry. I wonder. I can't really be sure yet. Could this be Anji's blood? But how? That would mean that Anji was killed here. Or at least stabbed here or hurt here. Or maybe the head wound actually happened in here and she died in her lab. But then how did she go from there to her lab while still being hidden in her... Damn, this is getting so complicated. But these bloodstains here are completely dry. There must be some reason these particular stains are dry. Yeah, oh god. Wow. Loose floorboard. Alright. Cuts crosspiece. Ah, it's actually true, look. Look, that part of the crosspiece that supports the floorboard is cut off. Look, every other beam is, you know, completely attached. But there's a piece cut out.
That's true.
It's near the loose floorboard, and the portion missing is about the same width too. Yep, that piece of the beam is cut out, or sawed out, whatever, with the purpose of lifting up that particular floorboard to then, yeah. And from what I can see of it...
That's true.
It isn't broken off naturally. This was cut by someone, yep. There should be saws in the warehouse, so they could have used that. The question is why? Another crosspiece is supporting the floorboard, so it might not fall if this portion is missing.
Then...
So what purpose did this serve? The floorboard underneath Tenko's body is loose, and a crosspiece supporting it has been cut. If the culprit did all of this, then why? Oh, we all know why. Anything else? Ah, there's a hole here, yes! Okay, they definitely came through either room 1 or 3, whichever one this leads to. Okay. Some of the wood has corroded and is broken off, so we can see into the next room.
Hey.
This is the wall of the empty room, right? Looks like there's wood along the wall. This part is rotted away. Looks like natural rot. This hole wasn't made intentionally. One thing I know for sure, right? The thing is, I feel like these two particular murders are really exceptionally well planned. And I think it's made to look like it's meant to frame Korikiyo. That's what I think it is. Because a lot of people will think like, oh, all of this, to do all of this, and especially like with the seance and stuff, that it all happens during the seance, is like, you need the information you need to like do this, and know like when the openings are to do these, and when the weak points are, or time windows are to do it while nobody notices. You need to know exactly how the seance works and all that, right? Which, as I said, you're sure someone can have read that from the book, but I think it's meant to frame Korikiyo, just like, what, no, like, you know? Like, he seems the most likely one, I feel. But I think it's just someone that is framing Korikiyo to make it look like it's him. But whoever that is, they did a shit ton amount of sort of studying, right? And sort of envisioning how everything is gonna go. Like, this is really sort of well done. Like, this is not just like, oh, I'm gonna kill someone, bam, damn, and then done, right? They thought about this a lot. This is very thoroughly crafted. Oh, man. Alright. Because if this hole is not, that's what it says, right? This hole is also not created. It's rotted out. Meaning this hole was probably here the entire time. Meaning that whoever probably, like whoever planned this, checked out underneath this beforehand and then figured out like, hey, I can possibly move from the third room to the second room and blah blah blah, right? They had to be aware of this gap to know that like, oh, this is my way out and in and out from one room to the other, right? Into the second and then... Yeah, like they had to have done a lot of studying beforehand, just premeditated thoughts, kind of envisioning it in your mind, as well as scouting the areas beforehand. Holy crap. I mean, I don't know who the fucking killer is, but if it went kind of how I imagine it went and think it went, they're kind of a fucking genius, or at least it's very cleverly done. Fuck. Alright, next room. If I remember correctly, the room next door is also empty, right? Then the culprit could have gone from room to room by moving under here instead of using the hallway.
No.
Yes! True, but it would have been difficult moving around under the floor. We did alright because we had a light. Without that, it'd be pitch black. That might make it possible to move around in there.
Nope.
Then they could have used the light, like we're doing right now.
Well...
True. But the thing is, it's floorboard, right? With floorboard, you think there'd be like cracks, right? Like they can never be like exactly straight attached to each other, then light from underneath, it doesn't go through. Because if someone goes underneath here with, let's say, a light, and goes underneath the second room, right? Like, if the second room is entirely pitch black, but there's someone underneath it with a light, and it's floorboard, I feel like you would kind of, the light would kind of seep through into the room, right? Meaning that everybody would notice that there's someone underneath with a light. Therefore, I feel like that they I don't know how they've done this, how they're able to see through the darkness in the night, but I don't think they use the lights. Night vision, yeah, that seems the most possible to me. I just feel like if you're underneath with a light, you can kind of see it, right? The light kind of goes through the little gaps of the wooden floors. Wow. True. You're back for your sleep morning? Yeah, but now we kind of know how they killed her. Yeah, I mean, we know how they killed her, sure, but like, usually that isn't that well hidden in like all the Danganronpa investigation or like murders. It's not necessarily, I mean, sometimes it depends on like, you know, murder by murder, but like, a lot of them is more about like who killed who is the murderer, rather than how did they murder the other person. Oh hey Boscar, what's up dude? Did you finish streaming? I think I'm nearly done with like the investigation part of this, but like, holy fuck, this particular fucking murder, both the murders actually so far, right? The way that I imagine this all happened, they're a fucking genius however the fuck they pulled this off. Holy shit. I think we finished investigating here. Shouldn't we move to the other room?
Is that alright?
Aki, you wanna head back up? No, go to the other room. Glad you asked. I was starting to get fed up with all this dust. God damn it. At least we confirmed they can move from one room to the other from underneath. After Maki and I crawled out from under the floor, we put the floorboards back and returned to our investigation. My throat is dying, but I don't care. Oh man.
By the way,
We've only been investigating this room. You sure that's wise? It doesn't hurt to check out the other ones, I suppose. Huh? What do you mean?
because
If Aji and Tenko have different killers, then the blackened we need to vote for is...
You're right.
Right, the first murder, Anji. The culprit who killed Anji. That's what Monokuma said.
then
So instead of investigating Tenko's death, shouldn't we be investigating Anji's? Yeah, but I'm still more on the theory of that it's the same killer intending to frame a specific person. Right? Like it's someone who makes it, I think it's the same person. Yeah, it has to be the same person. I feel like it has to be the same person making it look like it is someone else. but then making it look like it's two different people. I don't know. God damn it.
Okay.
Yes, of course.
But
yeah, it's kind of true that Anji's murder should have priority. But this is bigger than a killing game. For the sake of the two who died, I need to reveal the truth of both their deaths. Well, I understand why you feel that way. But if you plan on investigating the other crime scene again, we should probably hurry. Are we going back there now, I think? We already checked everything here, right? We're discussing how people die, yeah. When I came to the hallway, a scene more surprised than I could ever imagine unfolded. What is it? What?
It's a lie.
Fuck you, dude. Holy fuck. I wish you died for real, motherfucker. I really wish you fucking died for real. Why? What the f— See, this is why I feel like he's just he's a fucking shit stirrer. All he just wants is to just create chaos. Fuck this fucking dude. Did I surprise you? Were you gonna scream and cry in terror?
Huh?
What are you doing? Made it look like he died.
Oh?
I was thinking like, holy fuck, are we gonna break a new Danganronpa record? 3 murders, 3 deaths in one case? Oh, sorry. I'm just a little lightheaded from the blood loss. Yeah, this is real blood.
Why?
Okay, so what are you doing? I got curious about something, so I decided to search the empty room next door. But then suddenly, I stepped through the floorboard. Oh shit.
Huh?
You stepped through a floorboard?
That's so mean.
Oh wait, somebody spoiled? Oh, I didn't catch that, thanks. Whoever banned him, good job. Jeez, that got me good. Cause of this, I tripped and fell pretty hard. Alright, who is the mod? I actually gotta say, who is it? Who banned him? Is it Android? Are you officially now the best? I can't see, I can't see who it is. You're welcome. Alright, rub it in Play's face next time he shows up, okay? Let him know that you're the best mod there is. Good job, Android. Alright, Kokichioma.
Got a minute?
If you're going to lose consciousness, do it after you tell us everything.
Ah.
Oh, sorry, my bad. I guess there was no crosspiece supporting this floorboard, so I kinda stepped through it. See, I told you! I thought there'd be some fucking asshole that would just come here and spoil shit. I didn't read the message. It just says message deleted, luckily. Like, yeah. I didn't notice the phone notification. Yeah, I have the sound turned off because it'd be like a little distracting during this. But thank you for the new people that followed. Thank you all. There was no crosspiece supporting this floorboard, so I kind of stepped through. So that means there's no crossboard in the other one too? Was there also like a piece sawn out at the in another room? But why would that be the case? What bad luck. The crosspiece was gone? Does that mean? No, we need to check. Huh? Fuck, we need to check out the other room. Are you fucking kidding me?
Confidence, dreams. That's
Come on,
what the killing
Monokuma.
game is all about.
I just need a little more time, little bit.
Killing game fans, hold your head high and watch with your own 2 eyes. Baseball, soccer, mobile games. They're all nothing compared to the killing game. The killing game just can't be beat. Behold, students, the entrance to the trial grounds.
I guess time's up. Fuck! Oh man, it's because of you guys I didn't have enough time to check something. It's because of me? What the— you're the one playing dead on the floor.
Huh?
What were you trying to check?
See?
I wanted to research the seance again, so I brought this document with me. The child of the gay child, whatever, right? The caged child. But unfortunately, man, I couldn't find anything new that could be used as a clue. Kyo perfectly reenacted the seance as what was written in the document. He drew his magic circle in the exact way as in the picture. Not only that, he used the exact same tools too. Nothing suspicious about this whole thing, which is why I think it's someone that's like trying to frame Kyo or make it look like it's Kyo. Well, I wanted to check the finer details, but I'll tell you about it later. At the class trial, so see you there. Kokichi left, the blood loss clearly affecting his footing a bit. It's actual real blood loss, so he fell through the floor in the, I don't know, first or third room? Wow. Well, let's go too.
That's true.
Yeah, okay. Is Maki nervous? I see. So even she gets nervous sometimes.
You gonna die?
No, please don't kill me. I know it's your habit and all, but, you know, please, don't be too violent, okay? Alright, are we just, can we even go back in here? We need to head to the shrine. We can we not go in here? Like, seriously, if I were in this situation right now, like, ding dong, ping pong, go to the courtyard, I'd still sneakily be like, let me check the other room too, okay? Like, what matters if I'm like a minute later, right? It's not like I'm gonna get punished for it. I think, at least. Oh, man. So I said I would kind of stop when we, right before the class trial, because we've been at it for a long time already, and the class trial is gonna be a very, very fucking long one too, so I'll probably end the stream soon, but I really want to play the class trial very soon as well. No stopping? I've been going at it for like how long already? And the class trial lasts 4 hours or 5 hours, and it's 4 AM here already? Wait, I can just do this, right? Courtyard. There you go. Oh man. Well, we're here.
Dear.
I'm gonna play a little bit up until we go down the fucking elevator, okay? That's where I'll stop. And after that, I'll just sort of, I guess, tell what I think has happened so far. It appears we've all gathered, but it seems there are less and less of us.
Oh.
Less friends mean it that much harder to solve mystery.
Don't worry.
Well, don't worry. I'm sure you've gotten a little smarter by now, Gonta. Yeah, Gonta do his best to help. I'd want you to graduate from super idiot level to at least Kaito idiot level. Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
Are you okay?
More importantly, you okay, Kaito?
Ah.
Yeah, I'm feeling better now. But wow, Maki Roll sure does pack a punch.
I don't know.
Still the Maki Roll nickname. That alone should be another reason for you to punch him, Maki. You don't need to worry about our dwindling numbers. Only dipshits have died so far. Wow.
That being said...
Wow. Don't call Kaede a dipshit, okay? I know it's a tall order, but try to use your brains this time so I don't have to use mine.
Hoo-yah!
These golden brain cells of mine are a gift to the entire world.
Unacceptable.
It's as though every time you open your mouth, you become less likable.
Rest in peace.
Atua, please. Please lend us your power. You still believe in fucking Atua now?
But
it may be difficult for us to rely on Atua, considering what happened to Anji, whom Atua loved most of all. Exactly! Isn't Anji's death proof that Atua betrayed you all, right?
well, you know.
She shouldn't have relied on Atua in the first place. But seriously, it's kind of funny seeing a robot believe in God, especially Atua. That's actually, there's some irony in that, that's true.
I also...
So what? Robots can believe in God.
Indeed.
Actually, before I even met Anji, I had a similar experience. Screw Atua? Yeah, screw Atua. Hearing voices, I mean... you might call it an inner voice. It tells me what to do whenever I'm in trouble.
Got a minute?
How long are you going to say that for? A two-end ghost don't matter right now.
Jeez.
Yeah, the trial this time is gonna be rough. We got caught in Monokuma's trap.
Huh?
His trap?
That's right.
He probably made the 4th floor so scary on purpose to prevent me from investigating. You think so?
Oh, right already.
Right, because you're so useful, right, Kaito? No, he didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no way.
Hey, so...
Shuichi, say something. I'm with them, dude.
Huh?
What should I say? Alright, wait, did we just talk with Kaito?
Damn.
This trial's gonna be rough, since I couldn't do any investigation. Yeah, blah blah blah. I think this is the point where we're right before the class trial. Unfortunately, we've been at it for a very long time today already. I'm gonna save. So what I think has happened is that what I think has happened is that the first murder, Anji's murder, is supposed to look like someone that got murdered during a seance, right? Because they put up those 4 fake wax statues, and as far as we know, those wax statues don't actually count as 4 people being present in order to do the seance in the first place. So I feel like someone else, not Korikyo, knew a seance was going to happen in advance, read the book of the caged child to learn how the seance is performed. On that information, they like sort of envision like, okay, this is how the seance would go. Try to like figure out weak spots or specific times during which you could like, how you could kill someone who is in a compromised position while like with their forehead on a rock and like hunched over in a fucking turtle position, right? They tried to like figure out a way to kill someone like that. They found a way, and yeah, I feel like the Anji's route is made to look like she was inside the cage while murdered in the turtle position, but actually isn't, because the katana was used to kill her, right? Which seems to like make you think that they used the katana to like poke through the holes in the gate to stab her in the neck, in the back of the neck. And the laceration on her forehead, right? That's the difference between Anji's murder and the murder of Tenko, is that they want you to think that they were both in the same situation, but in the first one, I think they were just smashed in the forehead because they think that if someone were to be murdered while in the seance position, that they would receive a wound on the forehead just from the pressure of like. The pressure applied from like being stabbed in the neck, that your head would then be sort of forced a bit into the rock to cause a wound, laceration, whatever. That's what I think has happened with the first murder. And the second murder, it was, I feel like the second murder needed to happen to make people think that Anji's murder was also during a seance. That's why the second murder happened, I think. But yeah, whoever did this just did it in such a way that it was very premeditated. They did a lot of studying in advance, and I don't know if they even got some inside information or whatever, but like, I don't know, I feel like whoever did this thought about this very, very clearly and did it in a very, very smart way. I don't know what else more to sort of say. I probably said a lot more like back during the actual investigation, but this is sort of a recap of like what I think has happened. But I don't know who exactly could have been the person that did that though. I think it's made to look like Korikyo is it, well in reality it's not. But who would be capable of doing this? You'd think they'd be kind of smart. I mean, I don't know, Himiko kind of seemed like a silly girl, but like, she could be like hiding her true genius all along, I don't know. But it should also be kind of a, I don't think it's going to Kibo. I mean, fuck, I really have no idea, man. Like another thing that I thought, right, was that maybe someone, but that seems to not be true because of the fact that you're capable of moving underneath the floorboards. And especially the second murder that happened with a sickle, right? That she was definitely, Tenko was definitely killed from below with just a hand like sticking through the floorboard shot in the back. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna... Makoto Naegi did it. He came back. He came back just in from Danganronpa. Makoto was from 1? Yeah, 1, right? Yeah. He came back and was like, oh, let me make a cameo appearance in Danganronpa V3, and then... Alright, I'll just kill one person here, okay? I've always wanted to be the bad guy for once.